Hey guys, and welcome to another edition of Burton Ballers. And today I'm going to do an injury update on some of the news that I've heard in the past 24 hours. So you want to listen out for this one. So before I get into it, guys, you know the drill. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel, turn on all post notifications so that you'll be notified every time we make a new video. Welcome to the Burton Ballers. Ain't got no time for no stallers, yeah.
We are the risers, we're not the fallers. Our channel is growing wider and taller.
Yeah, we're here to give you the news about your dear beloved Blues, yeah.
So if you like this YouTube channel, like, subscribe and turn on that bell.
Yeah. So, I'm filming this at around about 10 to 7. Some results, Tottenham are doing just as bad as Chelsea at the moment. They haven't won in 3. 1 draw, 2 defeats. Great performance by Leicester, 2-0 victory. Manchester United, how are they winning games? They're just 6. Obviously, Leeds are a great team for Manchester United to play. Someone who leaves himself open so Manchester United can hit them on the break. Was it 6-2 it finished in the end? I gave up at 6-2. And so, yeah, so obviously Liverpool beating Crystal Palace 7-0. Liverpool are the favourites for the league. But I was doing I made my match preview yesterday, and I just posted it because I made it, then I didn't post it for about a couple of hours after it was filmed. And then the news that no one expected from the Chelsea fan base, it was broken by first broken by Carefree Youth. Actually, he didn't mention the player, but he said there may be a change in the back line, so he couldn't give a lot away. But then Simon Johnson in the Athletic then said that that player who Carefree Youth was talking about was actually Reece James. Reece James has been carrying a knock for the past few weeks on his knee. He's had knee problems for the past few weeks. Although he had great games against Leeds and Everton, he was kind of below par against Wolverhampton Wanderers. I put it down at the time to fatigue, but I think he was feeling it a lot more in that game. So he wasn't moving as freely as he normally does. And he wasn't sort of coming up and down the pitch in his normal way. So this is causing some concern to the club. So it's either one or two things that is going to require a bit of rest. So he may not be able to play throughout the Christmas period, so just rest the knee a bit, or it may require an operation. Either way, he's going to be out for a minimum of, I think, 3 to 4 games. They said he may play against West Ham, but we don't know. I wouldn't risk him. But it's like a day-by-day thing. He's going to be having a scan. I think today was the day that he was going to be having a scan. I haven't heard anything about the scan. Probably after I've made this video, he's going to come out the results of that scan. So it's either way, it's going to be a rest or an operation. So not great. So hey guys, you know what? Lucky I looked before I've started to edit this video. I just wanted to have a quick look to see if there's any news about the scan results. And it's a good thing I did look, because the news is good, and the news is that he doesn't require an operation. So, but he does require some rest. So he's going to definitely miss the West Ham game tomorrow, and he's probably going to miss the games throughout the Christmas period. They didn't say the amount of games that he'll be missing, but I'll say to probably about 3 or 4. So that's a bit shorter than if he needed to have an operation. So that's positive news for us that he doesn't require an operation. We've got Aspilicueta who can come in. So we've got a ready-made right back who can come in for him. Sound defensively, I'm not concerned about his defensive abilities, but we're going to miss the crossing ability from that right hand side from what that Reece James gives us. So it's going to be a tricky few weeks whilst he's going through his recovery. So some people are saying that the young kid Livramento coming in, but No, it's too early for him. No, Azpilicueta is more than capable. You know, he was our number one right back last season, so yeah, so he's more than capable of coming in. And one thing what's quite startling as well, not startling, but he's one of the talkers on the pitch, because I did a video on the Declan Rice situation a couple of days ago, and just after I did it, Matt Law did from the Telegraph, he did a similar. It's like he was watching my video actually, because his video was similar to my one in why Frank Lampard wants Declan Rice. But one of the things that he mentioned that I didn't mention in my video, but I've mentioned in previous videos, is that it's because when we've been playing behind closed doors, it's noticeable how quiet the Chelsea players are. We've got no personalities, no talkers, no leaders in there. And even like the likes of Kante, he leads by example. He's not one of these guys who's going to be shouting, cajoling. The only two talkers, they said, was Azpilicueta and Jorginho, who both are not in the side at the moment. So those are the ones who are the more vocal ones in the squad. Thiago Silva, not yet, because he hasn't got the grasp of the English language. I see Mendy. He's been vocal, but we haven't got that, that leadership, that personality, that organ. Somebody who's gonna, when things are not going right, he can just G up the lads a bit, and they don't underestimate that side of the game, because that's just as important. And so that's what, if we can get in someone like Declan Rice's leadership qualities, and that will help. Anyway, I digress a bit. So that's the Reece James situation. But the other updates, we've got two more updates. It's not looking great. I did have Ziyech in my starting lineup if fit, but I'm hearing now that he's probably not going to be ready for that West Ham game. Although he's back in training, they don't want to risk him for the West Ham game, so I can't see him playing. Hudson-Odoi is that much more advanced in his recovery, and there's a chance of him playing, but they even said it's going to maybe be a bit cautious, because again, we don't want to be left without any wingers by rushing them back. So what we may see is Hudson-Odoi on the bench coming on if necessary, so he may not start. So with that being in mind, I may think of a different formation actually, rather than going in with playing Havertz out of position on the wing again, where it doesn't do him any favours. Probably have to play Werner there. Although I didn't want to play Werner there. If we have to, then I'll put in Abraham actually just ahead of Giroud in that game, because I think Abraham's just a little bit more mobile, and but then again, Giroud's great in the air. We're going to be putting in crosses, but are we going to be putting in crosses with Azpilicueta there playing? Is his crosses going to be good enough? That's another thing to consider. So it's just a lot of different problems for Frank Lampard to deal with. So with today's results, we can go ahead of Tottenham with a win. We can go back into 5th place, I think, because Leicester won, Manchester United won, so we can't go higher than 5th. But going ahead of Tottenham, that's always nice. So hopefully we can have a positive result tomorrow and start moving up in the right direction. So that's it. That's my injury update for tomorrow. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you think about this James injury. Are you worried now that he's going to be missing for a few games? Do you think that it's going to although Kravis was halted at the minute, do you think it's going to affect us in a bad way not having him for a number of games? What do you think about the fact that Ziyech is probably not going to be ready for this game? Are you worried about this West Ham game? Just put your comments there, guys. And don't forget, as always, like, subscribe, turn on all post notifications so you'll be notified every time I make a new video. Until then, guys, take care and bye-bye.